when I drank, but if you're sober, you can't just have casual sex. I don't know if anyone here has had casual sex sober, but like, how did you do that? Having casual sex sober, it's a lot more intimate. It turns into an episode of Dawson's Creek for some reason. A Counting Crows song starts playing. I'm just like, what's happening? It's like, around here. I'm just like, where's that coming from? This has meaning when it shouldn't. Sometimes you don't want sex to mean anything and you just want to like bang it out and live your life, but you can't when you're sober. When I drank, oh, that's all I did. If I wanted to like get dicked out, I'd just like, none of this sounds real good. If I wanted to say I had had sex, but I didn't want to experience, and that's what would be perfect. Would be like, I would just be like, I feel like getting fucked. And so I would just blackout drink, hone in on a guy, and then like kind of Cosby myself into this situation where I would be penetrated that night by a comedian and not remember any of it. I'd wake up in the morning, I wouldn't even know what I had done. Sometimes I'm like, oh dear, did I do anal or is that bronzer? Like I would try and figure it out. You know those mornings? Where you're like, did I have sex? I don't know, I should know that. I'd figure it out if the sheet was stuck inside me. I'd be like, okay, I probably had sex. That's a classic post-sex old glazed dog move. I always do a tuck, right? Because I don't like to go to bed with a soggy vag. So I just like tuck it up. I don't want to be sloshing around all night. And so I tuck and release. And I don't get yeast infections, girls. Like, it's a good plan. If you don't want to get a yeasty, just tuck and release. But sometimes you're drunk and the tuck feels so good, you just leave it. And then it dries overnight and you got to peel it off like a Biore strip in the morning. And it hurts. You leave behind a paper mache stalagmite on his duvet. It's not a nice way to be remembered. Trying to flatten it when he's in the bathroom, just like, go away. Out, damn spot. There are embarrassing moments like that, but like, you know, most of the time having drunk sex, it made it just a lot easier to get it, you know? And sometimes when I'm sober, I go out with a guy and I'm like, God, I'd love to feel that way again. So I'll just like take out one contact lens just to feel a little off, just to be like, maybe I'll make some mistakes. And it takes a lot now for me to want to have sex with a guy, and it's because sober sex, a child at the age of 11 by a caricature artist at a Six Flags, and I didn't know until then. I really did it, you know, and then he turned that canvas around and my dad was like, that's great. Oh my God, it's uncanny. My whole family was like, whoa, Nick, it's you. I'm like, really? Okay. I didn't know I had buck teeth and bushy eyebrows, a founding father haircut, tiny bicycle. But then I knew. Listen, I kind of had an idea that I wasn't that cute, you know, because I had a really beautiful sister growing up, never went through an awkward phase. She would just, so stunning. She literally would stop traffic when I pushed her in front of it and tried to get her out of the way. And I'm the second prettiest sister, and then there isn't another one, but so I've got that. But people would stop my mom as a child and tell my mom that my sister should be a model, like right in front of me, and be like, this child needs to be a model. And they wouldn't see me at first, and then I'd emerge from behind my mom's legs like Nosferatu, like, what should I be? Just like desperate to be discovered or whatever. And they're like, you should be, you're gonna be a model train enthusiast, probably. I think you should start collecting soon, because you're gross. And I was like, cool. Whenever I see two kids and one's cuter than the other, I always tell the mom, your kids are cute. I make an emphasis on kids. And then I wink, because she knows. She'll know. And you can get away with a pretty obvious wink, because usually the ugly one has like a lazy eye situation. So they'll miss it entirely. So you can be... But just don't single out one child as cuter than the other, because we don't need more female comics. I can't take the competition, and that's how you make them. If you love sucking dick, it's because you're good at it. And if you don't like it, if you're like, I hate blowjobs, it's because you're bad at it. You're really bad at it. We like doing things we're good at. And if you were good at it, you would do it all the time. If you're just like, it's such a bore and such a pain, you suck at it. And I'm one of you. I could have been good. All it would have taken was one guy to just like give me a compliment early on, you know? Someone just like show me that I had a little promise or something. Just send me off in the right direction. We just want to be good and it's early intervention is key. Like I feel like true blowjob queens, girls that are like, I love it. It was like one of the first times they gave a blowjob. The guy was like, you're great, and like believed in them. Because that's what it takes. It takes one guy, one coach, one youth minister to lay the foundation for a girl. The first time, oh, you're so nervous, and all you want is a guy to just take your chin and be like, hey, look up. And you go, what? He's like, you've got spunk in your hair. But like the way that you handled my balls was pretty cool, and I think you're onto something. Just anything. A little nudge. And that's why I tell guys, lie to us. Tell us we're good and we'll blow you all the time. Honestly, like, if you hook up with a girl and she blows you and it's not very good, just lie and be like, that was the best blowjob ever. Because she'll just be like, it was? And then she'll like set off on a course to like be the best. And she'll go out and she'll be like, I was good once, you know? And I know you're like, why would I encourage a bad blowjob? First of all, she's gonna blow you a bunch because no, this bitch has never heard she's good. So she's gonna be like, this guy gets it. And then she's gonna blow you a bunch. And she's gonna get better with practice. She's gonna Malcolm Gladwell that shit, and you're gonna have an expert blowing you. 10,000 hours later, you gotta work with her. Gonna be several years. But she'll get there. I mean, I don't know. Just lie. Even if it's so bad you can't come, I swear to God, even if you could be like, that was so good I couldn't come, I'd be like, I guess that's the thing. I guess, cool. Wow. You could tell that to me tonight and I just made it up and I'd be like, I guess that thing I made up is true. I don't know. That's how bad I want to be good. An innocuous compliment from a guy you like means everything. I don't think you guys understand what power you wield with just dumb compliments. I stand before you tonight because I did stand-up comedy one time 15 years ago on a whim, and I was like, I'll try it. And I was fine. But a hot guy after the show was like, you were great. And I was like, I'll do it forever, thank you. I swear to God. It's just, I just needed someone to believe in me. And then I look at the first time I gave a blowjob and I'm like, what did that guy say? And it was not this, it actually was this. He was like, you should do comedy. I mean, I'm serious. This is so funny what you think is good. So, cave woman brain, like, I'm gonna do everything in my power to not get pregnant right now. I hope you know that. And by that I mean the pull-out method. Like, that's the best I can give you, body. And it works. It's worked for me most of the time. I'm probably barren. That's what I've determined. Like, it's not supposed to work. I've had one pregnancy scare. It was double scary. It was at a haunted house, and I was alarmed. Yeah. A woman, like, jumped out in a bloody sheet, and I was like, I haven't seen those in a while. And it reminded me that I hadn't ruined a sheet set that I love in over a month. And so I was like, oh, I should... When you use the pull-out method, you sometimes need to supplement with the morning after pill, which I've taken a handful of times. No, I took a handful one time, I'm sorry. And it's different. No, the morning after pill, let me just tell you though, you can take it up to 72 hours. I don't think that's not in the name, the morning after. They need to change the name because sometimes you have sex in the morning and you're like, I gotta wait till tomorrow morning, I guess, to take it. And then you forget and you start a family. So it's 3 days. You have 3 days. And I'm trying to get it changed to the long weekend after the holiday, the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday weekend after pill. I think that's gives you an idea of the chunk of time you have. And I'm getting a lot of pushback from his foundation, but But you have 3 days, and I've used them all before, and it's not because I'm like, oh, I'm lazy. It's because I'm just waiting till I need to get toilet paper too. I'm like, I'll kill 2 birds. Or 3, twins run in my family. I don't really know how this thing works, but I am willing to take it, especially if the guy asks. Have you ever had the guy ask you to do it? I'll do it, especially if he pays. I'm like, yeah, if you give me $50, and he does, and you go to Sephora and you pray. And that works. It might cost you a little on the back end, but what other excuse do you have to spend $49 on an eyeliner? So, isn't it funny when they ask you to take the morning after? I'm always just like, oh my God, yeah, I'll take it. It's so cute that you think that I want your baby. Like, it's so funny. Dude, I would abort your child so soon. Like, I wouldn't even call you. It's so, oh my God, huh? I wouldn't think twice. I'd just go to a clinic and be like, hey, I slept with a guy who wears tank tops that say rise and grind. And they'd be like, in and out, man. Let's get her in. Let's go. Well, we need all hands on deck for this one. It's going to be on the house for this lady. Alabama would allow that one. That's the one caveat they have. Only in cases of tank tops with motivational words on them. Oh, he raped you? Never mind, you have to keep it. I know, sorry, isn't the truth weird? So weird. But this is the problem, is I was sleeping with tank toppy guys a lot of times last year, because I came up with a strategy. I kept sleeping with guys I liked, because I liked them, and then I would fall for them, and I was like, this is kind of a pain in the ass, because they don't text you back, and it's just like, ugh, it's annoying. I'm tired of screenshotting conversations between men who will never love me and myself and sending them to my friends to be like, what's he thinking? And they're like, nothing, it's all blue, Nick, get a hold of yourself. None of these are delivered, we kind of think. Substance. Hold on. Before the liquid, you'll know it's about to come because he's gonna turn into a demon for a couple seconds. Sorry. Yeah, that's a key part of this whole thing. He's gonna shapeshift. No one warned me about that. I'm here to, if someone hasn't had sex before, I'm here to tell you before he comes, about 5 seconds before he comes, every man turns into Vincent D'Onofrio's character in Men in Black, you know, that's every man is on his way to that. I don't know. It's like a roach crawling out of your eye. Just, it's frightening. And you're like, the liquid, I don't know any liquids. All I know about that comes out of a guy is pee at this point. I'm like, is it pee? They're like, you wish. Oh God, again. So naive, pee. It's much more viscous than pee. It's, pee has the consistency of like a Gatorade, whereas semen, it's more like a bum's loogie, if... It's what it is. I know it's gross, but when you, these are facts. And when you spell it out like that, aren't you just like, we're so strong. Like, we can do anything. Yes. I can't believe we do it. I couldn't believe about that liquid. I was just like, that is awful. Where does it come from? And then you find out it comes from the sac that rests beneath the noodle, the grossest part of a guy's body that's covered in hair and the balls. It's so gross. The liquid's so gross. The male body has found a way to store it outside of the body because it's like, I don't want this in me either. It's just balls are just a crock pot for the liquid that's been on simmer all day. And then it drains into your head. It just kept getting worse. What do you do with it? What do you do with it? And that's where you find out you get to exercise your right to choose as a woman. Thank God, finally. That's a right Congress will never take from us, ladies. Oh, they'll try. They probably will, but